Number 5. Oscar Robertson. During the 1961-62 season, the Big O averaged a triple-double with 30.8 points, 12.5 rebounds, and 11.4 assists per game. Oh, and the 12-time All-Star also helped initiate true free agency into the NBA through a landmark antitrust suit, an accomplishment just as impressive as his jaw-dropping on-court exploits. Number 4. Wilt Chamberlain. Admittedly, Chamberlain played at a time when post players were significantly smaller and basketball wasn't drawing the types of athletic marvels we see today, but the man was so incredibly dominant that he deserves a spot in the top 5 regardless of context. The 4 highest all-time NBA single-season scoring averages all belong to Chamberlain. In his first 4 professional seasons. The most notable of his scoring feats came on March 2, 1962, when he put up an astounding 100 points in a game, an NBA record that will likely never be broken. In addition to his unprecedented prowess at putting up points, Chamberlain was also the only person to grab more rebounds per game than Bill Russell, 22.9, all while averaging more minutes played per game than any player in league history, 45.8. The one time in his 14-year career that he was not an All-Star was in 1970, a season in which an injured Chamberlain was limited to just 12 regular season games, and yet he still managed to will his team to the NBA Finals upon his return. Number 3. Magic. One of the most ebullient personalities to ever play in the NBA, Johnson's charm was a major factor in the massive increase in the league's popularity during the 1980s. But he was so much more than a dazzling smile. Johnson's otherworldly passing set the stage for the Showtime LA Lakers teams that captured 5 championships during his 13 years with the franchise. The 6 feet 9 inches Johnson, making him the NBA's tallest point guard, not only posted the best assists per game mark in league history, 11.2, but had a tremendous all-around game as well. Famously, he played center in place of the injured Abdul-Jabbar in the title-clinching Game 6 of the 1980 NBA Finals as a 20-year-old rookie. Oh, and while this has nothing to do with his ranking on this list, it's still incredibly awesome and noteworthy that he has successfully fought off HIV for over 2 decades, helped destigmatize AIDS through his high-profile advocacy, and launched a second career as an entrepreneur who opens businesses predominantly in poverty-stricken areas in efforts to spur urban revitalization. So, yeah, Magic Johnson, neat guy. Number 2. Michael Jordan. The man's desire to be the best is legendary and propelled him to 6 championships, 5 MVP awards, All-Star appearances in every full season he played, and the status as possibly the best defender ever. Plus, his 30.1 points per game is the NBA's highest career scoring average. But, well, he played alongside another top 25 talent in Scottie Pippen and was coached by the strategic genius Phil Jackson during his most productive years. He was amazing, but he had a lot of help. At least more than the last guy on this list, and, frankly, it's sort of fun tweaking all the Chicagoans who are surprisingly defensive about their sporting accomplishments. Related, did you know that the 2013 Seattle Seahawks had the best defense in NFL history? Number 1. LeBron James. LeBron James just does things that shouldn't be humanly possible. He's bigger than a good portion of the players in the NFL, and yet he still moves as gracefully as the most nimble guards in basketball. Moreover, he not only faced the incredible pressure of being anointed the chosen one by Sports Illustrated as a teenager, but he's actually exceeded the lofty expectations set for him. As magnificent as earlier players were, they never had to deal with the 24/7 stresses of 21st century media, which James has with aplomb. Through the publication of this list, James has averaged a Robertson-esque 27.5 points, 7.2 rebounds, and 6.9 steals per game, and, unlike the Big O, He was doing so against teams stocked with elite athletes and not players who smoked cigarettes at halftime. When people knocked him for not winning championships early in his career, they overlooked that he almost single-handedly took an overmatched Cleveland Cavaliers squad to the 2007 NBA Finals at just 22 years old. And, of course, he's since won 2 titles and counting. As a member of the Miami Heat, not only does he routinely pull off feats that I've never before seen, he has consistently evolved his game to fix the relative weak spots he was previously criticized for. Pretty much all you can ask for from the best ever. No.